is indeed a great privilege and pleasure for me this evening to be here as part of the World Vision Partners Meet in Kolkata. If it hadn't been for World Vision India, I would have been on the streets forever, says 23-year-old Loki Das. A story of a promising future. Loki grew up on the pavements of Calcutta, and she lived with her widowed mother and two older siblings, a brother and a sister. Her mother suffered from tuberculosis. To make both the ends meet, Loki's sister began working as a maid during the day while her brother looked after her. It was when Loki was 8 years old that she was taken into the Snehadi project of World Vision India. Our staff first provided guidance to her mother to receive a tuberculosis treatment. Loki was then enrolled into a non-formal education classes organized by World Vision. She was also exposed to child sensitization programs and moral education classes run by World Vision. At the Bob Pierce Home for Street Children, where she continued for 5 years, Loki received practical training in skill activities such as painting, dancing, stitching, and embroidery, etc. And the program focuses also on computer literacy, which enabled Loki to receive vital computer training. World Vision India aided her in her education till class 8 and also provided her with skill training in the field of beauty therapy. In a short time, Loki got a job in a salon run by a reputed beauty parlor, and she simultaneously also began to work in a bag manufacturing company. Loki today is married and has quit her work, but works as a tailor from the home and also takes tuition for children in her community. In addition, she continues to provide beauty therapy services to her clients, making ample use of the skills that she has learned while she was attending some of the World Vision training programs. From just being a street dweller on the pavement of Calcutta, Loki has come a long way on her quest for a dignified, capable life. We live in a country of 1.3 billion population, and 44% of this population is children. That's about 550 million plus. And 20% is youth, which means out of a crowd of 100, 64 is youth and children. By 2020, the average age of an Indian is expected to be 29 years old, 29 years. So that's the young youth which is growing. But having said this lovely statistics, that we are a young world and we have a large children's crowd, let's hear some more statistics about some of the conditions. If you look at the health, we know that every day close to 3,500 to 4,000 children are dying every day without able to see their 5th birthday. 39% of Indian children less than 5 years are chronically malnourished, making them stunted, while 29.4% of them are underweight. 30% of our women in India are married before the age of 18 years, revealing the magnitude of child marriage that we have in our country. Annually, it is estimated that 55,000 women die due to preventable pregnancy-related causes in India. If you look at education, an estimated 47% of class 5 students who have passed class 5 are able to read only a class 2 text in the rural government schools. 53.22% of the children report having faced one or more forms of sexual abuse. The International Labour Organization estimates that 15% of India's estimated 2.3 million commercial sex workers are children. 1 in every 11 children in India is working. 56% of the working adolescents are no more studying. They're not going to schools or colleges. They started their working. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we have many of the partners who have journeyed with us in fulfilling the vision of World Vision, every child to have a life in all its fullness. I would like to talk a little bit more about World Vision, as some of us know that we have some new friends who have come here for the first time. World Vision is an international NGO. It's working in about 100 different countries in the globe. And in India, we started our work in 1951, over 65 years before. And our first office in the country began in Calcutta, in the Caris Baptist building in Calcutta. It was our first office. We currently work with over 6,250 communities. We spread across in 26 states and 1 union territory, over 190 districts in the country. We are engaged in our work. And whatever that we have been doing across the country today, our work impacts only 2.6 million children, just 26 lakhs of children. Which means, if I set the statistics of 550 million and 2.6 is just, scratching the surface. We can understand what is the need of our country and how much more children need to be taken care of. The potential is so high. Well, I would take this opportunity to really thank one and all for your valuable partnership with us and also for your kind generosity in fulfilling the dreams of a child and to have a smile on the face of that little one. And some of them you've already seen now. We do understand and value each one of your precious time, especially that you have taken a time off on a Saturday, which is normally a family time, a time of relaxation, but we really appreciate and value your presence here. And I'm sure that this evening is not going to be just another evening, but you are able to see what happens to your resources, what you're giving to us, every rupee, how it is being spent. We would rather like the work that we do speak for itself, and we have the voices of the children and the community members here to speak to you. And I'm sure by the end of this event, each one of you will go back, not definitely the way you came, but with a heart filled with gratitude, knowing and understanding what your support and contribution means in the lives of the children. May God bless you, and sit back, relax, and enjoy the evening. Thank you.